Vince Lombardi always coming through, with those wise words. And I think it's quite explainable what he's trying to say here. Welcome to the conversation on TOS Television Network, your digital first Pan-African News Network. And of course, we're reaching you from Abuja, that's Nigeria's capital city. My name is still Adesuwa Osuyi.
And my name is Merciful Ajinimo. Thank you for joining us today. How are you doing, Adesuwa?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
I like the color mix you're doing.
Thank you.
It's really nice. All right, moving straight into stories and happenings from across Africa. We'll begin with Ethiopia, where following months of negotiation, 13 stolen Ethiopian artifacts have finally returned home after a century and a half hidden in private collections.
Yes, that's a good one for the country. Awarded the Nobel for making peace with neighboring Eritrea, on whose border he fought while stationed in Tigray region, Abiy Ahmed on Monday, in a dramatic new step, vowed to lead his country's army from the battlefront beginning on Tuesday.
I saw that news this morning, and in my head I was like, wait, so he's actually going to go, lead the army and go fight a war like we used to see, in those days.
I really do hope that, some sort of calmness comes back to Ethiopia.
I hope it doesn't get to that point.
Happening.
Yes, exactly.
Because looking like a theme already.
I know, right? All right, moving away from Ethiopia to Sudan. Sudan's reinstated Prime Minister Abdallah Hamdok said on Monday that maintaining the economic gains from the past 2 years was among the reasons he had decided to return to his post under a deal with the military. I don't know how this, core leadership thing is going to work in Sudan, but I just hope he does, like he says, favor the people of Sudan for the good of the country, really.
Yeah, for the good.
All right, moving away, that's it actually for development across Africa. We're bringing you COVID-19 updates from across Africa right now. And after that, we'll be going straight into the big story.
It is the conversation showing on your digital first Pan-African News Network, TOS Television. And we have a social media community. It's called TOS TV Network on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Just connect with us and follow us across all the platforms. Also, our website is there so you can stay updated on happenings in Nigeria and, of course, across Africa, since we're digital first in Africa. And don't forget the YouTube too. You can, catch all the videos we have there for you so you do not miss out on anything at all. As the big story segment of the show, the crux of the conversation. And this time we talk about the issue of insecurity, especially on the Abuja Kaduna road attack that happened 2 days ago. Joining us via telephone is Felix Adetowoboy, public affairs analyst. You're welcome to the show again, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Pleasure as always. So we are well informed that last Sunday, bandits wielding dangerous weapons, attacked and blocked the Abuja Kaduna highway for over 60 minutes and, went away with some travelers. And up until now, there are still dozens of people missing. What's your reaction to this update?
Thank you for having me once again. The issue in Kaduna Abuja Expressway is quite unfortunate. We expect that the state of insecurity in Nigeria will have subsided, going by how much the government are incurred in making sure that there is stability in our security. But it's quite unfortunate what we see at the end of the day. There are many unreported cases, but the one that happened last week around 3 p.m., 2:33 p.m. On Sunday, being reported not only because someone who was once an aspirant to governorship position got killed, but because a lot of people could not travel and a lot of vehicles, I think some vehicles were on the way and empty. Definitely, many people must have been captured. You see, this is not just good for us. In the past 6 years, Nigeria has spent nothing less than 8 trillion on insecurity, on insecurity, and this has taking a lot out of our budget. I can tell you that most of the chunk of the money this government in particular is borrowing, according to them, is basically on insecurity. So where do we now go from here? Every day we hear one news or the other, and it's just sad. It's just sad what we see in our hands.
Okay, but why would you, in your opinion, would you say that bandits or gunmen have returned to the Abuja Kaduna road with so much intensity? Because it was believed that at some point the insecurity on that route actually reduced.
Yes.
Yes, but now we're seeing them return with so much intensity. Why do you think that is, and what do you think should be done? Looks like maybe focus should be on that route at this time.
Well, what I just think is that I think the military needs to do more, and the federal government has to also do more in training and also in recruiting more military personnel. As I tell you, I'm not sure we have up to 500,000 military personnel, to take care of over 200 million people. And just look at that number compared to the number of people we have in this country. Then another thing you want to ask yourself, the other time they said that they want to go by non-kinetic means, in handling insecurity, which is a kind of carrot and stick approach, trying to de-radicalize them and, those that have been convicted among them, or just back and forth. But at the end of the day, we are unable to get the result that we want. But what I feel that I see as a solution personally is that one, there should be a kind of synergy, between affected states and the neighboring states. Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, if we have a synergy between them, because I know that this thing cannot just be in isolation. These people are mobile. They move from one place to the other. So if they move from one place to the other, like the issue of the University of Abuja the other time, they said the reason why they came to Abuja was because of communication. They left Kaduna, they moved down just because of communication. And if you look at the landmass of Kaduna State alone, it's just like 46,000 square meters. Now, Niger State, all the states that are bound around it, you can see that Niger State is the largest, like over 76,000, and Niger State is still facing its own problem. But if there can be synergy between all the neighboring states and the affected states, then you begin to ask again, why is it that Nigeria is not going fully into the use of technology? This is another thing, because the use of drones, will have really helped us to undo some of these things better. We've seen it used in different countries, and it's been successful. But we buy jets every day, but we are not getting these drones. They can be in the office, the military can be in the office, control their drones, and these drones will search out these people. This will have been the easiest way. I don't know why they are shying away from the use of technology.
Okay. I think over time they had said, I think that was one of the reasons why they were said clamoring for declaring bandits and gunmen as terrorists, so that they can go all out, deploy weapons, technology and all that. I think somebody had said if they can't deploy all of the technology they have now because they're still not dealing with terrorists per se. What's your take on that, quickly?
No, we can't. No, there is no excuse that we can give against the use of technology. There is no excuse at all. If you look at how much that has been spent, then you begin to ask yourself, even to maintain these jets and the rest, they cost a lot. I believe that if we have things like drones, let all these things be put in place. Nigeria is not as big as a state in the U.S. Some states are bigger than Nigeria in the U.S. And they handle some of this issue very well. So for how long are we going to be on that we use that is successful? Who knows what will happen next? God forbid. But everybody is living in fear. To be sincere with you, everybody is living in fear. There are many unreported cases of people being kidnapped. We don't know the fate of the people now that were kidnapped on that day. Now, we don't know their fate. We read yesterday that like 9 people were rescued. But what about the other people? Is this how we'll be going every day? And the next thing again we'll see is the payment of a ransom. You said people should not pay ransom. Anyone that pays ransom has committed a crime. We cannot do that because even the government has not really given us enough assurance to protecting us. So why won't people pay? You see, these are some of the things you see. So I believe that the best way to go about this thing is to make sure that we go fully into technology.
Okay.
By the use of technology, we can undo all these things. So we wouldn't need to, to just be deceiving ourselves.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Felix, for joining us on the show once more.
You're welcome.
Thank you, viewers, for staying tuned to the conversation. I do know that you've learned some things and, been informed about happenings in Nigeria and, of course, a place closer to you. Adesua, as always, thank you so much for staying
I
on
don't
the
know
show
why he
with
keeps
me.
doing that. But
I just have to, I've started to recognize that, the littlest things that people do for you just have to show gratitude.
oh, it's trying to get me emotional. But okay, thank you and you're welcome.
You're
and thank you
welcome
for sticking with us in the conversation this morning. Don't forget that we're back here tomorrow. But before then, as he said earlier, we have a community, TOS TV Network, across all social media platforms. We're part of the community and also stream our programs on www.tostvnetwork.com. My name is Adesua. I'll see you.
And my name is Merciful Ajinomo. Do have a wonderful day and stay safe.